my channel. My name is Missy and I hope you're having a great day. I'm in the kitchen today and I'm making one of my favorite treats. So when I was 16 years old, I saw a help wanted sign in our local bakery window, and I went in and I got hired right on the spot and started working right away. And on my first day of work, I saw this little treat in the fancy cookie case and I fell right in love with it. And I've been making it ever since at home. And I want to share that recipe with you today. And today we're going to be making French meringues, and they're very simple and easy to make. And I have everything here on the counter behind me. So let's get to and I'll show you what you need for this recipe today. So here's everything I'm going to be using in my recipe today. So I have 4 eggs, some white sugar, cream of tartar, walnut pieces, mini semi-sweet chocolate chips, and some score pieces. And for my tools, I have 2 dishes so I can separate my eggs. I have a mixing bowl, my hand mixer, 2 spatulas, and my small cookie scoop. And my oven is set to 200. So let me get organized here and I'll be back with the first step. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is separate our eggs. And what I like to do is put my egg right in that dish and take my clean hands and just scoop that yolk out like that and put it in a different bowl. To me, that's just easier. Then you don't have to worry about any of the yolk getting into your egg whites. And I'm using 4 egg whites for this recipe. And you want your eggs to be room temperature. You don't want them to be too cold, because if they're cold, it takes a lot longer to whip them up. So I'm going to take my egg yolks and I'm just going to put them aside, and later on this afternoon I'm going to cook them up and give them to the crows outside. They will not go to waste. Okay, so now that my egg whites are in the mixing bowl, I'm going to take my mixer and I'm going to whip these eggs for about 2 to 3 minutes until they're really foamy. And I usually do that on low to start, and then I go to medium. And what we're doing here is we're just beating some air into our eggs. And then at this stage, I'm going to put my sifted cream of tartar in, and it's 1/4 of a teaspoon. And then we're going to continue to whip them. Okay, so what the cream of tartar does is it stabilizes your egg whites. And I prefer using the cream of tartar, but you can also use lemon or you can use vinegar, and I'll make sure that the recipe is down in the description box below the video, and it'll show you the measurements of vinegar or lemon juice that you can use instead of the cream of tartar if you don't have it. So this is the consistency that we want. So it's already stiff. So now what I'm going to do is gradually add in my white sugar while I'm beating this. And so we'll just start that now. So I forgot to mention when I did the ingredients list that I like to add in some pure almond extract. Now you can use vanilla if you want to as well. You can even use peppermint if you wanted to. But I really like the pure almond, so I'm gonna add a capful of that in. And we're gonna continue to beat these egg whites for about 5 minutes. As you can see, the eggs are getting very shiny and glossy, and that's what we're looking for. And we want to bring this to stiff peaks before we add our other ingredients to it. Now this is where I'm just going to check our peaks. So they're still falling over a little bit, and we want them to be stiff. We're getting there. And there's our stiff peaks. But I'm gonna go just a little bit more. Okay. Let me just get rid of the mixer. And I also forgot to mention that I have 2 cookie sheets lined with parchment paper. So the next thing I'm gonna do, and I'll show you just a small little video, I took my walnuts and I toasted them in a frying pan for about 7 minutes on medium heat, just to bring out the flavor. You don't have to do this step, but I find that it really is a nice flavor. And I'm gonna sprinkle those nuts in there. And I'm gonna put about 1/2 cup of chocolate chips, or more, you know me. And then about the same with the score pieces. And all of these things are from my stash at Christmas time, so it's a good way to use them up. Now when I worked at the bakery, we just had the chocolate chip and walnut, but over the years I've added the score toffee pieces. I think they're just really nice. And then I'm gonna take my spatula and I'm gonna fold very gently all of those ingredients. I mean, it already looks so good. I'm trying not to take any of the air out of the eggs. Go down to the bottom and up and over. And that's going to be good because I don't want to overmix this. And now I'm going to bring my cookie sheets over. So here's the mixture. And I'm going to take my cookie scoop now. Let's bring that a little closer. And we're just going to take the cookie scoop, fill it, and put it on the cookie sheet. And they're gonna look like little clouds. Just like that. And these cookies are divine. They really, truly are. And meringues are also known as the forgotten one because you know, back in the day we would make them and we put them in the oven on a very low temperature and leave them overnight. We would forget about them. But we're only going to put our cookies in for about 1.5 to 2 hours. Okay, so I'm going to put our meringues in the oven, 200 degrees, and we're going to leave them for 1.5 to 2 hours. We're just looking for them to dry out. So I'll see you back then. Okay guys, here are the meringues, and with my oven it took 1.5 hours. I didn't want to leave them in any longer because they are dried out now, and I didn't want them to crack on top. But they look like little meringue clouds and they look divine. I'm going to go ahead and put them on the cooling rack, and then I'll come back to end the video. And that's what they look like. Lovely, just lovely. So here are the beautiful, lovely French meringue clouds, and they just look divine. And I have paired them with this really nice black coffee with espresso, and I think that it really just pairs so well with this sweet treat. And oh, it just brings back so many memories to see these meringues sitting on my counter. I reminisce about when I was 16 working in the bake shop, and you know, it's a nice memory, and it's nice that I've made these little treats for about 40 years, and I just never tire of making them. I just love them so much, and they are the perfect thing to give someone. This would make a nice Easter treat. You could even color the egg whites if you wanted to. I've done that before as well, but you know, for the most part, I leave them white because I think it's a nice contrast with the add-ons that we have in there, the score pieces, the chocolate chips, and the nuts. So I hope you like this recipe and you try it at home and your family loves it as much as mine does. And I want to thank you so much for hanging out with me today. And if you like this video, please subscribe and hit that like button and hit the notification bell so you know when I'm uploading again. And I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful, and blessed day. Until next time, bye for now.